Hey, what up? Big Rat 310 back at it. Today I'm going to start my new DVD battle, out with the old and with the new. Sorry guys, I've already done this video like 5 times. I'm just going to get it done. I'm trying to get it under 5 minutes. Hope that's achievable. Let's start with the old. I do this because DVDs before 2004 were completely different from the ones after. Because before 2004, they really didn't go into detail with their entire length. They just put to what was relevant to the product at hand. And you don't see that, like John Cena's DVD. If it was made before 2004, if he was famous by 2004, like he is now, they would have talked about his OVW days. They wouldn't have, because they didn't find it relevant. Now you get the entire life story of a person. You couldn't do that before. Old. NWO. New. Mr. Perfect. Let's start with the old. This DVD is okay. I have a few problems with it, a few compliments. It starts with the hype towards getting the NWO, the third party, but then after Hogan wins the title at Hog Wild, they sort of stop. They come back to the WWF days. They don't go into detail in 97, 8, 9, 2000, 2001. None of that. They don't go into Wolfpack. They don't go into Goldberg, the finger poke of doom. They don't go into any of that. They just stop at Hogan winning the title, and then I think Big Show joining, and then boom, it's over. You go to WWF. This is what I like about it. I'm not particularly happy because I bought this DVD to know more about the NWO since it ran for like 5 years. No one can really know everything about it. When it first started, I was very, very, very little. I never even saw the early years. So I really wanted to know more about it. I didn't get that, and that was disappointing. But the WWF years, they talked a lot about that. I even think that maybe even a third, maybe even more, maybe a little more than a third of the DVD was about the WWF days. Talks about the Hogan Rock, the Austin Hall, goes into detail. It talks, gives highlights of like The Rock versus Scott Hall, of the NWO giving Stone Cold Steve Austin a 6-pack. A lot of stuff, like the NWO getting drunk backstage and beating up the crowd. I never saw that before. And you always like to see stuff you've never seen. Extras. Easter egg-wise. Easter eggs. God, if you click next on the extras or chapter menu, if you don't click it with the enter button, you click the arrow to tell it to go next. Or click it with the center button, I forget. It shows like 3 different themes. It shows the same theme song, but 3 different Titantrons. Clearly, one was obviously right at the formation, one was sort of in the middle, and one was at the end because you see the finger poke of doom in one of them. Matches-wise, there's some good ones on here. Some I was really surprised that they put on. Obviously, they have the Outsiders versus Lex Luger, Sting, and Savage. They have Kevin Nash versus Goldberg. I'm not going to go into ratings because some matches were really short. They have Austin and The Rock versus the NWO in a handicap match. They have a War Games match of the DVD. It's no contest. Can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Lex Luger, Sting, and can't remember. Versus Hogan, Hall, Nash, and actually it was Luger, Sting, Flair, and Anderson versus Hogan, Hall, Nash, and fake Sting. This match was really good. This favorite, I give it around 3.5 to 3 3/4 stars. It was a good DVD, I guess. Nothing wrong with it. There's some promos. One really good promo by Hulk Hogan as Hall and Nash on an Easter egg. You should check that out. I'm definitely not going to make it under 5 minutes. Hopefully I can make it under 8. Life and Times of Mr. Perfect. Fantastic story. Absolutely fantastic story. Of course, I didn't like how they avoided why he was dead. I mean, I know he died of drugs, cocaine actually, but they never mentioned it. And I mean, come on. In Eddie Guerrero's DVD, I have it too. I'm not finished watching it. I heard that they say at the end about his drug problem. That's why he died. They didn't mention that. They didn't mention drugs at all for Mr. Perfect. They never said it. That really got to me. You can't avoid it. You can't pretend it never happened. So when it said Chris, in fact, once he really pissed me off when Wade Boggs' wife, Wade Boggs was really good friends with Mr. Perfect, says, Wade, I'm sorry, Kurt's dead. And Wade said, how? And then you just hear Wade said, I feel so guilty. And I'm like, yeah, because he did drugs. And he says, yeah, I feel so guilty because Kurt died in this city and I could have helped him. I'm like, come on, man. I love Mr. Perfect, but you have to acknowledge his death. You can't avoid it. I'm sorry. It's sad, but it's the truth. You can't just pretend it never happened. How he died. You have to confront it. Some really funny stories of how Kurt was a prankster. I'll give you one example. How he kept a stink bomb under the ring in WCW. Matches-wise, you have some great stuff here. Obviously, you have Mr. Perfect Bret Hart. You have 3 Mr. Perfect Bret Hart matches. The last one, the SummerSlam, is obviously my favorite. I actually like the uncensored one better than the televised one, non-televised one. His 60-hour match with Nick Bockwinkel, classic. His match with Hulk Hogan, in my opinion, Hogan's best match in the 80s. You have to see this. Mr. Perfect carried Hogan through a good match. Hogan performed excellent in this match. Excellent. Easter eggs. There's a few promos. Chris Jericho says a funny story about a stink bomb. I keep forgetting how to get them. Go on the internet. You'll find them. You also have the one. This one's in the Hulk Hogan match. I forget where you have to press left or right. You see Mr. Perfect and the Genius actually destroying the WWF title belt. And that's what became the hardcore belt now used. Also, some vignettes. I swear, you get like 20. Ping pong, darts, 2 in golf, 2 in basketball, 2 in football. Well, they're really good, really funny too. In the early days, you know, like when Miss Perfect said, "When I was born, the first words out of my mother's mouth were, ha, perfect." What did she expect? Yeah, it was some really funny stuff. They even tell you a story. Bruce Pritchard tells you a story of how Kurt couldn't make anything. He wasn't really that perfect in real life. Because whenever the cameras weren't rolling, it was a practice, Kurt always messed up, especially in bowling. He was really bad at bowling. They had to do it like 1,000 takes. Great DVD. And I guarantee, see, this style is very different from this style. My bad. They're very different styles. The winner, I'm not sure because Mr. Perfect, I'd seen most of the matches already. I'd never seen any of the matches. I didn't see one match that they put on here. I'd never seen the formation before. I really like this documentary, but no, I'm not doing a tie. That's weird. I'm going to say that the winner is, I'm going to go with my dad. Mr. Perfect. Life of Times of Mr. Perfect. Get it. Love it. Oh, I almost forgot. The Rap is Crap music video, hilarious. And another problem I have, there's no matches with Ric Flair, which really pissed me off because they had some great battles. And that is the DVD VHS battle for the day. Out with the old and with the new. The new is the victor. Please send in your questions for a Q&A. I'm really trying to get one as quick as I can. My Rumble predictions I already did, but God, yeah, it took like 9 hours to upload. And then someone turned off my computer, so it's still not on there. But it's already done and ready, so I'm going to try to get it on ASAP. I'm going to make a video pretty soon, actually. And that's Big Rat 310, and I'm out. Peace.